My family just stayed at the Grand Canyon Railway and Hotel, and I'm going to give you guys a quick review of this hotel and the location around it. I'm also going to cover other important aspects of the hotel like safety, cleanliness, amenities, comfort, reviews and ratings that I've seen online, and what I think about the bed and the pillows. So I'm guessing this is probably the largest hotel in the little town of Williams. As you can see, there's many buildings and the property is really well maintained. So the landscaping is taken care of. There's no dirt and debris all over the pathways. Everything looks very well maintained. Here's a little look at the outdoor seating area for the restaurant and bar that's in the lobby of the hotel. I've heard that area can be a really fun spot when the weather is a little bit better. It was pretty hot when we were there, so no one was eating outside, but the people were inside. This hotel does have great air conditioning if you're wondering, so don't worry about staying here. You're not going to be sweating. We didn't ride the railway, but the building is right behind the hotel, so it's a quick and easy walk. The lobby is nicely decorated in this warm, cozy, cabin-y retreat sort of style. This is the second level of the lobby. There is a much larger area in the lower level of the lobby with tons of seating. There's always coffee there in the morning, so it's freshly brewed, and it has actual liquid creamer, so you don't have to drink the stuff in your room. I can't stand powdered creamers, so I really love it when hotels have coffee in the lobby with actual creamer. That door on the left is the entrance to the bar and grill inside the lobby. We were staying here in July, and the lobby also had 2 huge containers of ice cold water, so whenever we came back from a hot walk or from the Grand Canyon, we could always fill up on fresh cold water, so I love that too. I don't know what it's like in the winter, but it was definitely there in the summer. The room looked beautiful. It had comfy bedding. It was really clean everywhere. The carpeting looked new. The furnishings all looked really new. I love it when hotels have the white bedding because it just makes it feel like you can tell that it's cleaner. When they have the colorful or patterned bedding, you always wonder what's hiding in there. So I always look for white bedding. This place had it, and it seemed really nice and clean. They also had the type of light fixtures on the nightstand and on top of the desk that have the outlets right there in it, so you can easily plug things in. There was tons of outlets around the room for us to use, so there was never any problem charging all of our stuff. And I hope you can tell by the video that there was tons of space in this room. So the closet's nice and big. It had one of those luggage racks inside that you can fold out. So I like to put my suitcase on top of that in the room. So I really appreciate whenever they have those. The bathroom was huge. So again, that's another plus, especially when you have a whole family in there. There's tons of counter space for all of my toiletries, and they have hand wash and shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all of that stuff available in containers. So you can use that instead of having to get your stuff out. Let me know, do you like those reusable containers hanging on the walls in bathrooms these days, or do you like those little small bottles that you can take away with you? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what people are actually thinking about this new change back to the refillable stuff. I'll show you the town next, but as far as the room goes, I thought it was very comfortable. We stayed 3 nights here. I would definitely stay here again and recommend it to anybody. I love a really soft mattress. This mattress was a little bit firmer than I like it, but it was still comfortable enough for me to sleep in. So this mattress is probably perfect for those of you who like a little bit of a firmer mattress for back support. The pillows are nice and thick. They're not the fake kind of thick where as soon as you put your head on it, it falls all the way through to the bed. They are actually thick. The only complaint about the pillows I have is that my son likes a thinner pillow, but maybe if I had called to the lobby, they would have had that too. The hotel also had a nice large business center for anyone that needs to work while they're on vacation. And the indoor pool and hot tub was really well maintained. I love all of the windows in here. It makes you feel like you're outdoors even when you're not. And then that pool, since it's indoors, can be used year round, which is important in Williams where they get really cold winters. And here's a quick look at the exercise room. Again, it has nice windows in it, so you feel like you've got some fresh daylight. There's tons of equipment in here for everybody to use, mostly cardio equipment, but there's a nice variety of machines to help you target different muscle groups. One last thing that I really liked about this property was that there was tons of parking all around the building on every side. All right, let's talk about the location of this hotel a little bit more. As you can see, that's a huge building. It's a figure 8 shape for that hotel. There's tons of parking, as I mentioned, all around it. It's also a nice couple of blocks away from the main street shopping and restaurant area in the town. On Google, this hotel gets 4.5 stars from almost 4,000 reviews. So that is really high reviews for a hotel. It does really well in this area. It's one of the most popular hotels in this area, and the reviews seem pretty accurate to me. After staying there for 3 days, I would agree with them. When I click on restaurants here, you can see all of a sudden where Main Street really is here. So you can see there's most of the restaurants in one area. It's just a few blocks away. We walked there multiple times. But if you're not into constantly dining in restaurants, there's a McDonald's, there's a Taco Bell, there's a Subway, and of course there's a little small town Dairy Queen. I love a small town Dairy Queen nearby if you want something quick and easy, just reliable, you know what you're going to get kind of food. You can also find a Safeway grocery store just a few blocks from the hotel. Again, it's walkable if you want to go there. A Safeway, if you don't have them in your area, is similar to a Kroger. I think they're owned by Kroger now, so they have the same type of food that Kroger does. So grab your road trip snacks or breakfast for in your room, peanut butter and jelly and bread, whatever you need from this grocery store. It's a nice place. There are 3 restaurants we tried here that we really loved and I want to recommend. So the first one is Brewed Awakenings. Highly recommend them for breakfast and lunch. The coffees are fantastic. My kids loved the smoothies. The fruit smoothies were in a few different flavors. They were all great. We also love the yogurt parfaits, the oatmeal, the bagel and cream cheese, and the bagel and egg sandwiches. All of them super great. And as you can see, the coffee shop is really charming and so unique looking. So definitely check that out. I also recommend checking out this Route 66 Cafe. It has a really unique exterior and interior. At night, they usually have live music playing, especially during touristy times of the year. The food is pretty good. It's mainly barbecue, burgers, sandwiches, just typical Americana type food, but it's the vibe that makes this place really cool. And last but not least is the Pine Country Restaurant. We ate here for breakfast and dinner, both great options. They have typical diner food, and it's done really well. The inside is nice. The staff is really nice. You can also buy coffees to go here. Another fun thing that they do in the town of Williams is this little Wild West cowboy type show. These guys put on a great skit. They're really funny. They're great at what they do. I heard it's every night. I don't know if that means it's just every night during peak season or if it's really every night of the year, but check that out if you get a chance. It's always somewhere along Main Street, along where all the shops are, so you won't be able to miss it. I think it's around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Like I said, Williams is a small town. I always felt safe wherever we were walking around. Of course, always keep your wits about you no matter where you are, especially if you're out in places that you've never been around. But just walking between our hotel and this little Main Street area always felt safe to me. The people were very friendly and there was always nice people around. So if you're visiting the Grand Canyon, I highly recommend that Grand Canyon Hotel and Railway. It was fantastic for our little stay there, and we had lots of options close by for food and where to buy groceries. As always, feel free to ask questions in the comments below. I do try to answer them when I get a chance. All right, and good luck planning your vacation, guys.